Hi Taurus, welcome. So Taurus, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm time stamping this March because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever this finds you, that's when you're meant to hear it, so don't get too caught up on that. And yes, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Taurus, you have the 9th house. This is talking about travel, adventure, higher educations, your belief structures, your spiritual beliefs. It also talks about risk-taking and group activity. So it's a very interesting energy. To me, like when the 9th house card shows up, it's about exploring and trying new things, going places you've never been before. And I'm not talking about physical locations, although some of you, yes. I'm talking more so like on a spiritual level, allowing yourself to elevate your experience, to try new approaches to life, to maybe even get rid of old behaviors or old belief systems that no longer serve you, Taurus, right? I feel like all of us are in a constant state of evolution, and what you used to believe in may be wholly different than what you believe in now. I know that's the case for me, right? And for most everybody I know, is that as we grow, as we change, and evolve, so does what we're interested in or what we believe about ourselves or life or the world, so we're like always in this constant state of evolution. And I don't know, I get like a very high level, purpose-driven mission statement type of energy coming from Taurus right now. So let's see what else we have coming through. You have the card of success. Ooh, I love that card. So, I mean, it is as literal as what it says. Wow, abundance. Heck yes. Heck yes. Let's see what else. Aloneness. So I feel like get ready for success, Taurus. Like this is good news, good things coming your way. An abundance of energy, luck, money, love, whatever. One of those or all of the above for a lucky few of you. It's just like being in that sweet spot of just things working out for you. And a lot of you, it's because you're trying something new. You're elevating yourself or becoming a master in your art or in your practice. And you have the card of aloneness here, which I don't think is a bad thing, because I feel like this is indicating to me that a lot of the success that you're having, or a lot of the good news that is coming your way, you and you alone helped carve the pathway for this to be able to come in for you. Right? A lot of times we want to give credit to other people. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, It's nice to credit those that help us along the way, but for some reason, what the last person we want to credit usually is ourselves, right? And I'm getting an example of like Snoop Dogg when he accepted his, Snoop Dogg, of when he accepted his award. I don't remember if it was the Grammys, the Emmys, I don't know. I don't really watch any of that. Where he goes up to accept it. And usually people give these long speeches like thanking their producer, their whoever, the writer, their mom, blah, blah, blah. And he went up there and he thanked one person only, and that was himself. I think he said, and I'd like to thank me. I just loved that speech. I thought that was so perfect. I did not think that it was condescending at all. I thought it was perfect. And I feel like maybe this is where you're at in life, or maybe you need to stop and pat yourself on your back. You know what I mean? Like, thank yourself, Anyways, this is a great start to the reading. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Let's see what else we have coming through for my Taurus. All right, you got the Wheel, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So it could have felt like you were actually, it could have felt like you were actually down on your luck, Okay, and I feel this is recent past energy, although some of you may still be in that space of lack mentality, feeling down on your luck. And maybe this is like hopeful thinking that the answer is coming or the abundance is coming, and it is coming. It's already here. It's just, are you in the state of allowing or not? Are you going to allow yourself to realize it or not? And that's all done through the mind. That's all done through your thought processes, Taurus. But I feel like for the majority of you, you're kind of already past this point. I feel like you may have had a point where you felt like down on your luck, like there's no end in sight. There's no answers here. You know, really feeling the opposite of the energy that I just was feeling. So let's see what else. 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. But I feel like things are swinging back in your favor, Taurus, okay? Some of you, this has already occurred. Some of you, this will be occurring, because there is the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. It's like going from no choices to lots of choices. Or it's like going from lack mentality to abundant mentality. Or, you know, nothingness to somethingness. I don't know. There's a huge pendulum swing going on right now, I feel. Because then you bounce into this energy where the 2 of Pentacles is like having options, right? Well, this option is wonderful, the 9 of Cups, which is satisfaction. And this option is wonderful, the 10 of Cups, which is like complete emotional fulfillment. So I feel like you can't lose here, Taurus. And where it once felt like there was nothingness or no answers or nothing was coming through for you, I actually feel it almost like a tidal wave, you know, of things coming through for you. And for some of you, this is going to be large scale, okay? Again, depending on how much vibrational work you've done. Yes. And some of you, this will be just smaller things, you know, like getting the best parking spot, or just happening to run into somebody at the right place at the right time, you know, finding, you know, jewelry randomly or money randomly. So it could come in many forms, Taurus. I don't want to sit here and promise you all are going to win the lotto or anything, but you know, small wins, when you give it attention, appreciation, and gratitude, become big wins. So even if it's like small things panning out, say, yes, thank you, yes, thank you, yes, thank you. And through that gratitude, the law of attraction will bring you bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger things to say thank you for, okay? So if you didn't know, the most powerful emotional state you can have when it comes to law of attraction is the art of appreciation and gratitude. Okay. So let's see what else here for you, Taurus. What else for my Taurus? Ace of Swords. What else? Oh my God. That's how your other cards came out. Did you see that? A whole chunk of them. Okay. Ace of Swords. Here you are. The Empress. The Hangman. Judgment. 7 of Wands. And Justice. Wow. So this is a lot to digest here. I feel like there is new information or clarity coming through here as well that helps you to, I don't know, feel a little bit more comfortable with. It's almost like you're going from like feeling so uncomfortable and so unsure about, like, I guess your future or how things are going to play out, or just being in that space of lack. And then it's like through an epiphany, an insight, a big change of some sort, there is like, or new information that you're getting, there is like comfort coming in around that. And then all of a sudden feeling like, oh my gosh, I have so many choices. I thought I had none. Or I have so many solutions to choose from. I thought I had none. You know, it's like giving you a different perspective. And then it's decision time, right? Because when things start coming your way, then we have to make decisions. What do I want to do about this? Where do I want to go with this? So I do feel it will be decision time. And I'm also hearing take your time, right? Be picky, be choosy. Don't allow yourself to be rushed or pushed around or told what to do, which you're a Taurus. Like, what Taurus lets anybody tell them what to do? None that I know. Anyways, you know, they really want you to weigh out the decision, pros, cons. How do I feel about this? What do I think about this? You know, like, don't jump on the very first great thing that comes your way, you know, because I feel there's multiple things or multiple different ways this could play out. Instead, like, bide your time, weigh things out, and then make your decisions. But this is exciting. Like, I want to clarify, but I really don't want to clarify any of this because it's so good. So yeah, let's get a guidance card and then we're going to jump to the love reading. So let's see for my Taurus. Okay, you got two cards here. You have card number 55 and card number 60. I don't think I've ever gotten this card before, but I'll read them both. This says, I can replace false premises with law-based premises. There's been a theme unfolding here of replacing flawed premises with law-based premises, and we would like to leave you with a final one. We all make too much of all of this. It is simpler than we all make it out to be. Be easy about it. Be kind to yourself. Do things that feel fun. Look for things that bring you relief. And just move easily into that place where all things that you want have already been lined up for you. See, I love the way that it puts this, because I think people think that in order to manifest something they really want, they've got to work at it. They've got to vision board it. They've got to change something about themselves, you know, and really, it's as simple as just chilling out. Just chill the F out. You know, stop being so hyper attuned, you know, hyper fixating. And this card, you know, reminds me and wants to remind you that it's much simpler than that. It's just about being easy about life, being kind to yourself, you know, allowing yourself to find something good to appreciate every day. And knowing that the universe is inevitably going to bring you what you've asked for. So you don't need to freak out about it. You don't need to fixate on it. You don't need to make it happen. You just need to, like, enjoy your life and let it play out, Taurus. Let it play out. So this one says, everything is always working out for me. Nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is that you do want. And that's the thing we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how bad it seems, is contributing mightily to your expansion. So, very interesting start to the reading. Let's go to the love portion and sit right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, Taurus, now we're going to go into the you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Yes, it's usually going to be about an intimate partner or perhaps an ex, but not always. Sometimes it's about a family member, a friend, a spouse, a sibling, whatever, you name it. And let's get into it. So, Taurus, you have the card number 5 as your overall energy, which is, my goodness, these cards are messy. Okay. It's the card of comparison, so this is a reminder that not all is what it seems. Do not make comparisons based on outwardly appearance only. And then I thought I was done, but then you had 3 more cards pop out. So it's about the creator, sorrow, and rebirth. So Taurus, to me, this card combination is speaking about the fact that you have the ability to create your own unhappiness, but also equally your own happiness. And it's about time that you understand that and that you really grasp that and own that. Because the faster you own that your thoughts do indeed create the life that you're living, the faster you can be empowered and in control of your life the way that you intended to when you came. Okay, when you came to this earth. So what that has to do about this relationship, I do not know, but that's what I feel drawn to talk to you about. So let's see this person's overall energy. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, Taurus. You guys know I have a window behind my camera, and I can always see like people walking, and there was somebody walking and I wasn't really sure like what they were up to. So anyways, everything's fine. Sorry about that. Now I'm out of breath. Okay, so back to you. The person you are dealing with has the card of guilt. Now, this is really interesting to me because this was in the Virgo reading as well. So if you're connecting with Virgo or have that heavily in your chart, you might want to check out their reading. But yeah, it could be that literally the person that you are connecting with has a guilty conscience or feeling guilty about something, okay? So let's see what led up to the now, Taurus, how you're both perceiving and feeling about each other underneath it all, and then the most likely outcome. Sorry, I feel like I'm breathing like so hard right now. Oh my gosh. It's just because I ran down my stairs to like check the situation out, make sure everything was all right, everything was fine, but let me catch my breath. Okay, so recent past Taurus for my Tauruses. Recent past energy. You know, I don't ever believe in coincidences either, so I think that the timing of that was perfect. You might have, I don't know, something odd or somebody odd in your experience during this time frame, or, you know, just, I don't know. Take it as it resonates. So you have the 8 of Wands here, and the 8 of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. So in the recent past, Taurus, I feel like there was maybe a lot of work being done on yourself or on your craft or what you're good at. This is movement forward. This is a lot of communication. This is seeing things from a different perspective. And so maybe your message to the world was, it's my turn, my time. Or maybe you're needing to take time for yourself, right? So that you can, I heard decompress, see things from a different angle. Sometimes it's nice to have that space, you know, that allows us enough mental freedom to be able to really mull over something or see the big picture of something. So I feel also like this very contemplative type of vibe. So let's see this person's recent past, Taurus. This person's recent past. May have the Knight of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the Hangman. So this person's energy in the recent past, I feel like they could have been dealing with a lot of different things at once, you know, feeling that tension, feeling that stress, and yet they're trying to be like positive about it or put a positive spin on it, or I don't know. It's like instead of allowing it to get the best of them, trying to make fun of it or have fun in the meantime, you know, I feel like you both have the Hangman in the same position. So both of you getting some sort of enlightenment, okay, and or a different perspective in the recent past. So let's see how you perceive this person then, Taurus. See, this keeps happening with you. All of your cards come out at once. Whatever. That's happening in the spiritual reading too. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Moon. So this is an established relationship, by the way. I do not feel this is like a brand new person, because the very first word that I got was established. So I feel like you have an established relationship, reputation, or connection with this person. It may be that intuitively you also feel maybe spiritually or emotionally drawn to this person. I'm just getting words like dependable, rock solid, solid. This could be how they're seeing you, but I feel it's falling more so in how you see them, but take it as it resonates. Like, I feel a sense of stability here, security, you know, almost like a safe space with this person. Like, you can be safe to be yourself with this person. You can be safe to rely or count on this person. So reliability is another word that's coming through. And of course, again, that could be reflective of you as well. So let's see how they're perceiving you. The Chariot. This person may look to you for guidance, Taurus. But then at the same time, like, they don't always take your advice. Oh, that's so annoying, right? That's so annoying. No offense to your cross watcher, but like, don't ask for advice unless you're going to take it. Okay, I get it. But anyways, they may actually look to you for your guidance, you know, for your moral compass. What do you think about this? Your opinion. And then at the same time, they're kind of stubborn. So it's not like they're not taking it into consideration. But at the end of the day, I feel like this person is ultimately going to choose what is best for them, or what they think is best for them. Can't say I've ever gotten that message from that card combination before, but that's funny. But it's like, you encourage this person to be more open-minded, in a playful way, or in a way that intrigues them. So it's like, you open this person up to new possibilities, or, you know, new ways of looking at things. Now, whether or not they choose to go in that direction is wholly up to them. Although, I could see how that would be a bit of an annoyance, but it's coming from a place of stubbornness, but almost kind of like, you know, defiance is the word that I got. You know, like, nobody tells me what to do. Only I tell me what to do. Yeah, I get like a little rebelliousness here showing up. So it's very interesting. Let's go into the heart space then and see, how does Taurus feel about this person underneath it all? Queen of Cups. You got a soft spot for them. Seven of Wands. But you don't want that to be taken advantage of. Three of Swords. Because you know what? You've been disappointed before. You've been hurt before. So I feel a guardedness around your soft spot. So it's weird because I feel a softness towards the connection, but I also feel guarded around that as well. And I don't know if it's that this person's hurt you, or just like in general you don't want to be hurt, but that is definitely showing up. Now, you also had the Seven of Wands show up in the spiritual reading, which was implying to be selective when it comes to what choices you're making. And so that's also showing up again here in the heart space for you, Taurus, where, you know, they want you to be selective, right, in what you're giving and showing your emotion and affection towards, because weighing it out, I feel, is in your favor. All right, show me the Three of Swords. I also feel some healing around whatever this hurt is in the heart space, okay? Or some sort of completion or karmic completion coming through on that end. But let's see how they're feeling underneath it all. Queen of Cups, the Sun, and the Tower. So Taurus, this person is going through a lot of emotional changes as well, and you both have the same cards in the same location again, the Queen of Cups. So I feel like they have that same soft spot for you, that same sweetness, that same softness available for you. This person is more so they're either really trying to be positive or they are in a positive space. It's hard for me to tell because there's a little bit of trying here. I'm not saying that they're not genuinely being positive or genuinely being happy, but there's a little bit of a trying, you know, which indicates that there's still a little bit of a struggle around that, okay? But I do feel like big transformational changes coming through on an emotional level for this person. And I feel it is in a positive way. Oh my gosh, this is almost identical to the Virgo reading. I'm going to break it down at the end, but go watch that reading. Okay, let's see. Most likely outcome for Taurus. The Sun. The Seven of Swords. The Five of Wands and the Page of Cups. Yes. Whew. Okay. So there might be a little bit of that, I don't want to say pretending, but trying on your end too. Because here's the thing. Here's the Sun, which is like super positive, happy, joyful energy. And then right next to it is the Seven of Swords. Things being hidden. And what's being hidden? The Five of Wands. A struggle. So it's almost like there's a difference between genuinely being happy and pretending to be happy. And I want to explain what I mean by that. One is like being in a state of reaching for happiness, which would indicate that you're currently in a space of unhappiness. And that's what most people are doing. And they don't even know. They think that they're being happy, but really what they're doing is they're unhappy, reaching for happy. I hope this is making sense. Because somebody who is genuinely in a space of happiness has nothing to reach for. They're already there. So people who are genuinely in a state of happiness aren't really reaching for much. Instead, they're enjoying, allowing, you know, almost like a blissful state of being in the present moment. And it's easy to get caught in a trap where you're not intentionally pretending to be something you're not. I'm not saying that, Taurus, at all. But it's easy to get in a space where you think you're being happy, but actually you're reaching for happy. And I myself have been in that space, and I'm trying my best to describe it with the messages that are being given, but also from my own point of view of like, what did that feel like? And the best way I could describe it is like, it feels a little bit, you can feel the struggle a little bit. Like, you know that you're not 100% in the flow, but you know that you're heading towards it or wanting to attain it. I don't know. There's a sense of a struggle when you're trying to be something you don't genuinely feel in the moment. And I'm talking like moment by moment. Versus like when I am genuinely happy, I don't even question if I'm happy. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like what clued me in, and this was when I was going through like a very depressive state, but I honestly wasn't even aware of how bad it had become because I was always reaching for happy. But when I realized it is when I actually sat down and asked myself in my mind, like, am I happy? Because this feels difficult. This feels a little bit like I'm struggling to be happy, you know? And it wasn't until I sat down and really asked myself that question that it dawned on me that I wasn't exactly where I wanted to be, you know? And so that's where the inner work begins. I don't know why I am going into that other than, you know, if it's, obviously it's meant for you to hear it. So you must be resonating with it if this reading is for you. But back to the cards. There's this space of like, yes, on the surface, things looking happy, or maybe you are happy some of the time, but there's still a struggle going on. There's still like something that you really don't trust about the situation or that you're struggling with and emotionally, and I feel it's being hidden. And it's all in innocence. So I don't feel like this is for the purpose of, you know, being manipulative or faking anything. I don't feel that at all. I feel this is normal human behavior showing up, Taurus, that you may be conscious of or you may not be conscious of. So it's innocent, but it is going, there's something about that here, okay? So let me go further then into this person's energy so I can see more. What is their likely outcome? Eight of Swords, the Hermit, the Magician. Ooh, that wanted to come out. It was the Seven of Swords, but it popped back in the deck. There's that Five of Pentacles. What in the world? This took a turn. Okay. I feel like this person is in a state of confusion, like where they're needing to do some soul searching. It's like they're trying to manifest abundance, but they keep manifesting the lack of it, you know. And yes, it could be related to money, but I'm not just talking about money. Okay, for some of them, it's like in their love life or in their well-being or, you know, in whatever area. It's like they're trying to manifest something, but they keep getting the lack of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel this person is not intentionally doing this, but there's still some soul searching they need to do because there's a blockage here on their end. And I want to go back to the original card, and this is why I'm telling you to go watch that Virgo reading. It's almost identical, the message. It's actually kind of creepy. And I did that on a different day, okay? They have this guilt card. So here in the past, I can see that they're struggling here a little bit with something, but they're trying to see the positives. They're trying to stay positive. They're trying to, you know, go in that direction. They sometimes seek guidance maybe from you or from others, but you know, this person tends to go to the beat of their own drum, so they're not quite following that good advice, yet they are trying to stay open. There's this deep emotional change going on as well. And what is it that they're trying to get over? And it's this sense of guilt, of lack. So anytime you're trying to get over something, you're only ever expounding it, making it bigger, because your focus and awareness of whatever it is that you're trying to get over dominates the getting over. Because you get what you focus on. So say I'm trying to get over a heartbreak, right? This is just an example. And so every day I say, I'm going to heal from this heartbreak. I'm going to heal from this heartbreak, this heartbreak, this heartbreak, this heartbreak, this heartbreak, this heartbreak. You know, like you think you're getting over it by thinking about it in all these different ways. And then by the end of the day, it's kicked your ass and it's probably brought you to tears. Okay. Because when you focus on something, whether you like it or you don't like it, it gets bigger. You don't heal from things by dwelling on them, by beating them up with a stick in your head, by overthinking it, by, you know, talking about it over and over and over and over again. You get over it by acceptance of whatever has occurred. And acceptance means no longer allowing it to steal away from your happiness in the present moment. That means letting it go. That means transmuting it into a positive if you're able to. Usually that comes much later in the healing process. But it's about focusing elsewhere. Focusing elsewhere. So, okay, now whatever this person is feeling guilty about, I gave an example of heartbreak, but it doesn't have to be around heartbreak. It could be anything they've got going on. They keep trying to get over it by overthinking it, or by fixating it or healing it. But instead of focusing on the healing, they're focusing on the problem. And I don't feel they're intentionally doing this. I just feel they don't understand quite what they do with their mind just yet, you know? And so it's like, it's exactly the example I gave you earlier, where it's like this person's is like, I'm doing better, I'm doing better, I'm doing better, I'm not doing so good, it's getting worse, I can't do it anymore. you know, like I'm laughing at my impression, not this person, by the way, but it's like they're trying so hard to get over something, they just keep emphasizing what they have yet to get over. And it's bringing their energy all the way down here. So I feel like a little bit of sliding back here, where this person is like, oh, getting fearful again, or getting stuck in their thoughts, needing that alone time, maybe needing to self-reflect. They're trying to make something happen, but nothing's happening. And it's because of the way that they're focused. Oh, and your struggle might be, because I feel you tried to be guidance for this person, or stability, or sensibility. And nothing is more frustrating when somebody won't accept the guidance. So maybe your struggle is, for some of you, it is simply just that. Like you're trying to be all right with something you're not all right with, or trying to go with the flow, but really you just want to, you know, slap this person around, or I mean that in a loving way. Like it's like I feel like you're trying to look positive or okay with something that you're not real, that you're actually kind of like at odds with or struggling with, you know? And again, I don't feel this coming from ill intention. I just feel like, you know, you got a soft spot here. Wow. Wow. I'm going to get one more on this person's end. Their advice. Yeah, they keep trying to make something real. I feel it is related to this connection, but doesn't have to be. Let me get some overall guidance then. I'm telling you, go check out that Virgo reading. All right, it says, it's card number 27. Billions of us are living in perfect diversity. The diversity of your planet is of tremendous value and benefit, because from variety springs all new ideas and expansions. Without diversity, there would be complacency and endedness. You're billions of people living in perfect diversity, just as you knew you would. Constantly asking for improvement, and thereby setting up for the next generation that improve life experience. If you understood that and no longer clamored for one right way to live, things would go better. So this isn't about being right, it's about being loving. And most people get that confused. And accepting diversity, that people handle things differently, and that even if you're trying to guide somebody and they're not going about it the way you think that they should, it doesn't mean that they're on the wrong path. Okay, everybody has a different path, and everybody has a different path of least resistance. And so your job isn't to decide what's the right path for them to take. Your job is to decide what is the right path for you to take. So, wow, super interesting reading. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with. Virgo. But even if you don't have that in your chart, just check it out, okay? But I also have Leo, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, Leo again, Pisces again, Leo again, Pisces again. Wow, Leo, Pisces, Virgo. That's all I'm seeing in here. What's this one? Aries. And under that, Cancerian energy. But those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as to the About section of my YouTube. Otherwise, wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.